What's up, everybody? Welcome to another stream. Um, Today we are going to be gaming and also chat and chill. Hopefully everything goes well. Earlier I had one scheduled and technical difficulties did cancel that out. If it weren't, we would have been live. So we're gonna load in the game, and I'm gonna work on my map that I've been working on for a while. It's a little chaotic, so I want to do a little more improvement. You know. But once it loads in, we will definitely. It's always a bit slow loading my park because of how big it is. So we'll go over here and we'll check out why some of my rides are closed. Just give it a minute. I'm going to open the rides that are closed so that we can use them to make some more money. And this big coaster that goes all the way around the park, by the look of it, is a custom built. I built it yesterday. Fortunately, it took a little longer than planned. Otherwise, I was going to stream last night. This is my first official Crazy Mouse coaster. Actually, it's the second one I built, but the first one is over out of Kittyland. You'll see it over here. And it's a custom design where I took two of them and connected them together along with a bunch of improvements. There's like 3 coasters over there, 4 over there, and then 2 kitty coasters. Why is that one stuck? I have a car stuck. That can't be good. Oh, there we go. It was just probably at a brake check. I don't know. I can't remember exactly where I put every brake check. And all these black things are lights. So they will light up at night automatically. They will turn on. So that'll be good. We have the Fireball. Classic fair ride. You can't just not ride it. We have, this was the first ever starter ride. We have the Swinging Pirate Ship. We have one of my own custom coasters, along with the swing ride that apparently is closed. This one shouldn't be testing either. It's only been probably on that since the last time I logged in. So this coaster is basic. I think I can run 5 cars on it at a time. I don't know why the rest aren't loading unless they're up there. Yep, so there's 2 up there. And this coaster is called Twisty Turby. I think I named it. Yeah, Twisty Turby. So we'll go for a ride here. Maybe. If the ride wasn't so busy, it'd run better. For some reason, my camera isn't working today, but I am here, obviously. I think I'm gonna add a few speed ups in the track too, because this is a little crazy of a wait. See, right there, it gets enough speed, but here we go. Now we're gonna get stuck at the top waiting. And this will just give you a little view of how big my park actually is. Yeah, so there's a break here. But that's just what you can see. There's a lot of rides. I can ride them all. It's gonna take forever. I do plan on regrading some of the area, like over by that food court. I want to possibly put a dining area in. I want to put a few more coasters in, so I got to move some more stuff around. That green is not owned by me. It will be eventually, but right now I don't have the budget for it in the game, so it's kind of been a just touch and go. If I get money and I have enough, I put a ride in, and that ride usually makes the money back within 10-20 minutes. But lately I haven't had time to check the stats, so it's been okay. It's been a little busy with this game. Like, I've been working on it for a while. Oh my lord. Now we gotta wait for that car. Oh, yeah, that car right there to go through all the turns. Definitely gonna speed it up in a few spots, because that's the thing. That's the part I like about this game, is if I want to, I can edit the roller coaster tracks, even if they're not custom. But most of them are custom. Like, that wood coaster's custom. This one's custom. The one that goes all the way around the map is custom. The blue coaster over there is custom. The Crazy Mouse is custom that I built. The one Crazy Mouse is custom. The other one isn't. That other blue coaster over there is custom, and it's a launch coaster. So it gets some good speed, but also, took forever to figure out. Whereas this coaster I built yesterday, you can see it. There's vertical loop down, or half a loop down, and then half a loop down again. And it gets real intense, but yeah, I see why it's so slow. There shouldn't be brakes there. I should put speed up and then whatnot. So yeah, this was like one of the first custom coasters I built. And to this day, I'm still happy with the design, just needs a little bit of change. Like, all this grass in the middle too, I don't like that. But with certain rides, you can't build things so close to them, right? So, like, you can't build path too close to it. Especially if it's a ride with a big station. So, okay, so the speed's okay there. Why is my wood coaster on testing mode? It should be running. We'll ride the wood coaster next. Eventually. What is the line for this ride? Holy. That's the first time this ride's actually had a line. This ride usually isn't too busy. So, we'll get in line and we'll go on the well, first I'm going to clean up some of this trash here. And then I'm going to go like this and open and see. See, this one I think I have 5 trains running total on this one track. Hold on. I'm gonna get the hang of it. I have walked it before. It's just you gotta have a technique, and I can't remember how I did it yesterday. Yeah, so I think I'm running a total of 5 trains because I put a station here, and that gets me away with running more than one. And I separated them into 2 cars each, so that's the way I'm running more. So there should be one more that comes down. I just don't know. That one just went up. So I think I'm running 5 total. I can check that. Yeah, so there are 5 trains. Train length is 2. And then I can change the appearance if I really wanted to. Yeah, so we're going to go down and we're going to put it on opened like it should be. And then we're going to go for a spin. Fair warning, this one isn't the greatest looking. Like, it looks a little sketchy because I built it. So, here's the chain lift. And again, this will give you just a view of how my park is. Like, there's this gray coaster in the middle that this wood coaster goes right over top of, and a bunch of my coasters have started to overlap or somewhat go above or around or in or through, because it's the excitement, right? So I couldn't go down like I planned right here. I planned on turning it and going down, and I just noticed this is all chain. That shouldn't be like that. I gotta change that later too. So I'm gonna do that later after probably well, actually, maybe it should be, because that way it gets me over here now. Now we're going to go down this very sketchy drop. I just didn't know how to drop it without it going right into the other coaster. So this was my homemade idea. And then now I got to wait here until the next train moves forward, which technically I think it needs other people. I do have plans to try and fix this where you don't get stuck here all the time. And yeah, so I'm just gonna open this ride here, see what it's like. Oh, actually, I want to change something on this. I'm sick of it just one train. It's a little crazy. So 2 cars long, 1 car long, and it'll let me run 2. So I can only run 2 on this track, unless if it went straight more, I could edit it and make station. And with the station, you'd build it out and it'd allow more cars on it. Or if there was straight up there, I could do the same thing, add station. But this is what I mean. You walk right under one another. This one goes above, and you're like going under the wood coaster. Tell me that's not a good design. Like, these will all come on at night. We're gonna open this one. Oh, never mind. I forgot something. We're just gonna go back to 1 train with the length that it had. Five cars long. And then go like this. This is not one I made, just for the record. This was a pre-built that I could have made a custom version of if I wanted to, but I didn't go through that hassle. I don't know what's going on here, so I'm going to clean this up a bit more and make it look a bit better. we're definitely cleaning up a lot. Like, I see every day when I hop on this game, I always notice something that I can make look better, and that's why I always like keep an eye out. I always make sure that I can get the park looking the best I can. And with that, eventually, it'll look nice. So, the trick with these is if you don't want to change all the settings, just hit select item, and the settings will transfer over. So now you go like this, and you remove the old lights along with this fence. And now you have all this empty space that if you need space to build food stands, you can build a whole dining room right here. And we're gonna edit this Corey too. I see a lot of imperfection that could be changed. So because then there's not this random area, right? So hit select item again. One issue right here. This we're gonna have to remove for a minute. And what you do is you remove all the old stuff first. The only one you can't remove is this one here because it's your entrance. See what I mean? All my lights came on automatically. So now you got a nice lit park. But with the lit park comes issues. Because some of them are too bright, some of them are too dim. Like, I've tried adjusting them, and half the time it don't work. So see that? Not that way there's only a one spot, or we could have just gone. We could have just gone like this. That don't look as nice. That looks a bit better. Now, what you do is you go here and here, and then remove all the old lights. Now we go here, scenery, fences, walls, and poles, and you fence it in. See, there's a reason I've been fencing everything in. In my opinion, it looks a lot better. And now we've got all this clear space, but we've also got this clear space where if I needed to, I could build this out one and go along the fence line, and that would give us even more space. As we make our way over here, I have the custom Crazy Mouse. So this one is not the stock one that you would typically see. So this one can run a total of 5 cars. They can all be out of the station at the same time. They're single cars. So you go up, you do the normal Crazy Mouse course, but after you come down, instead of going back to the station, I have curved it to go up and do pretty much the same thing all over again, with the exception of a bunch of hills and whatnot. And you can walk over this one. You also can walk over right here where it goes underground, and it'll go under and back up. And once you're done, you end up back at the station, but it is not the same as the typical crazy moves. So it would unlock from... Oh. What happened? So with this, all this spare space, that's the problem. One thing I want to do is I want to do more, custom rides. Like, I've custom painted this one. This one didn't look as good. Uh, this one is actually really similar to a ride I used to like. So this one does go pretty quick. With the exception, uh, it's not too long. Like, the plan was to go all the way around the map, but by the time I was done, it already cost me $100,000 just to get to where it is. And sure, I've made $121,000 back, but I can't keep sinking money into the same ride. I gotta make room for needs. But it does make a good coaster. Like, it's making money. It's just not constant enough. I mean, in 3 days, I've made pretty much what I've made back. Like, I've made what I've made. And that's 3 days worth for a small coaster. But it does run a total of 4 trains, maybe? I don't know. Something like that. I think it's 3 cars long each, and then maybe 5 trains. I don't know. Something like that. So now would be where everybody exits. The exit's right here. And nobody else has to jump to get out. I unfortunately do. Why are all my rides trying to say they're closed? So again, each ride has a price to ride. Most of them are on the expensive side because I need to turn a profit after building them. I mean, this one was not easy to buy. $18 a ride is pretty cheap. This one is actually closed. I put it on testing because yesterday a car flew off and blew up. And this is a game, like not a custom coaster. The game has actually made that coaster. This one, I have a total of I think I have a total, I don't know. I can't remember how many I have running on the track. So train length is 2 cars each, and I have 5 running on a track. And because it says it's closed, there we go. This is my blue launch coaster. So I haven't thought of a name for it yet. And now that we're going up, one more will move over. And then we'll end up back there until another one comes. So now we're at the top. Now we're going to get our speed. And now speed. And that's it. That's the ride. I know, a little not worth it, but it's a ride, right? This ride I have all plans to remove. It doesn't generate enough income for me to keep around. And if it means I get another ride, it's worth it. So usually what I do if I'm on the debate on taking a ride down is I will go over here and I'll remove the entrance and I'll remove the exit. Because, like I said, this ride doesn't make enough for me to keep it around compared to other rides that make way more and are way worth more, like way more worth keeping around. So this one, I don't know why it's closed. It $12 a rider, basic price. This is my version of the Haunted Mansion. So we're gonna hop in. The building, this is all custom. Like this building, they give you nothing. This track, they give you nothing. You got to custom build it. So I custom built this building and then I put a track through it and I'm like, there's my Haunted Mansion. So just threw some scary props in and random brake stops where the lights, there's more random crap. Well, random stuff. I mean, it's not the best Haunted Mansion because they don't have nothing that jumps out at you, which was the plan, but it's at least a Haunted Mansion, right? You can't go anywhere without one of them. So, and that was where it let me out. Oh, I'm an employee anyway. I can route, or I'm the owner actually. Then we're in Kittyland right now. So the Haunted Mansion, the plan was Kittyland was gonna go behind. Well, I ended up building this as like my third ride. And over time, plans didn't stay the same. So this is another kid ride. This is the flying carpet. Basically rocks side to side and up, and it doesn't go upside down. That's why it's in Kittyland. This is the whale coaster. This was my second ride built, and here we go. So basically, basic kid ride. I figured perfect spot would be right here on the edge of the map until I buy more. I've got one more plot that way, I believe. So, and then a bunch backwards. See, this ride's too slow to be in the other areas. So, basic layout of a park. So that's basically that. This one, the theming of it was hard to come up with. It was kind of just a antique car ride at first, and then I'm like, oh, I want to add some decor and whatnot. So that's what I did, and so happy with this ride. There are a few rides I do have debates on moving or getting rid of. For example, this yellow coaster here. I know it's meant to be a kid's coaster, but I don't see it generating enough revenue. Like, it's got $0 and it took almost 12 grand to build it. So for this one, it might be time to get removed. Doesn't help the price is a little expensive. I don't know why it was so high. But this ride doesn't get the attention that's worth keeping it around. This ride stays pretty easy. The only problem is the price. Everybody says it's too cheap, but you change it a little bit and everybody leaves. Like, there's a 3-person line, but again, some of these rides are definitely getting removed. And then I might make a section for all the old rides that have been removed. And if people like the rides, they can go ride them over there. But the Teacups was the 3rd ride or 4th ride I ever built, and it runs strong to this day. Although, this Corey should not be that long. You should be able to get from this side of the park to that side, so. And Teacups ain't popular anymore either. It's $12 a ride, and people complain it's too expensive, so kind of just left it at that. So once I remove this ride, because it's in the middle of something, there's gonna be a lot of empty space. I don't know why this. Oh, this is from that. So if I was to remove this ride, I think I know what ride I want to put in. I think I want to put, because I don't like these ones. They're not the greatest. This one's totally different anyway. So I think that'll be where I end up putting. See, I have most of these. I don't have Slingshot. I don't have that one, but they're locked right now. So, but I have all these. So, like, all of these I have, and it makes it hard to decide what I want to put in because I don't want doubles. Most of these are locked because they're skins. Like, I could put an inverted roller coaster, but again, it's got to be somewhat kid friendly. That's the problem, is most of these rides that are kid friendly are already in Kiddieland. Well, actually, I know what I could do. Let's see, where would I be able to put the path? Right here, that would work. I can mess around and put a small train ride in there. It's gonna take some time, but I think we could pull it off. Even if we're gonna move this tree here. See? Why can't I? Oh. So what we could do, let's see. Let's measure this. And because there's no way to actually measure it, what I do is I will go like that. And I will put path down to measure it, to make sure it'll fit. So this is a 6. This is not a 6. So 4. It could work, but it's going to take a lot of modification. So what we'll do, we will get rid of this ride. We're going to go remove this whole ride. And now we remove the fence. So now we have this nice section of land. That we could put a ride. So what we'll do is go here. So what I like to do beforehand is dry test it or flat test it. So what we'll do is it won't fit there, but what we could do is go remove table, remove fence, and make it fit. And again, there's always room for modification. Even if it don't work, we'll figure something out. Now, by the look of it, so it's got to be one space away from something. So, one more row, no big deal. There would be our entrance, either there or there. And there could be our exit. And what I like to do is, so that I know there's something there, go here, green, and I'll do it like that, and that. What you do is you slowly make it work. So as you can see right now, it says that tumbler ride is in the way. Well, a little modification, and we can make this work. But we gotta move the sign now exiting Kittyland. So what you do is you go over, you go bush, remove, Y, X, raise the terrain, and then take the sign. I'll probably have to type it again. It's the wrong type of sign to go on that side. But you remove, build, you raise it and you put it like that. Now you go remove. Now rides. Again, we gotta remove one more row for space. And once we're done, should be enough room. If not, there's a lot of dining area that I could always figure somewhere else to put it. So what I like to do is there's a train ride right here that's in the way. So remove the entire ride. Now we'll fit this in. And the entrance will go right there. And the exit can go right there. So now this ride is in place, and you can go select item, table, table, select item, path, path. And then just like that, there's a new ride. We can also go like this to the fence. Hold on. And now we can remove the old one and get ready to put our new ride in. $10 a ride. Even though it's $20,000 for this ride, we'll make it back. Now remove. Oh, wait. Items property closed. Remove. Now we gotta remove these because I leaned them up against the flower or the fence line. Rides. So I know it's not a basic kid coaster, but it is going to be slow, so I am taking the precautions. And now, if I really want to, we can go station and make it exit right there so that people don't have to. Oh no. Don't tell me this ain't gonna work. one more. There we go. So, just like that, I need to place my entrance. And it's going to have to enter over here. And we're going to have to modify this. So, basically, this station's too short. Unless we go ride. We don't want it 6 anyway. The longer, the more chance of it crashing when I hit the test button. So 3 trains, 1, 2, and 3. Of course, can't go straight with it for some reason because oh, it will let me go straight. So what I could do is go like that. But we gotta so because I'm going coaster to coaster, I always I'm gonna change this fence out because I don't want anything to happen. Better safe than sorry. So now we're gonna go here, select piece. So So 2 cars long, and there are 4 trains running on this track. We can get it up to more, I believe, if I go here and just start slowly removing pieces. And then we go here. Now we're going to go here. But never mind, because I forgot, every time you adjust the track, you gotta adjust the level of your cars. Total of 5 trains running on the track, and that is a max, so we are good. We should be, keyword should, be good to start the testing stage of the ride. And with the exit, I believe I'm able to put it over. Oh Lord, I hate how it's being finicky now. So now my game has lagged for a minute because it knows that I just built a big ride. So it'll take a few minutes, but after, when it does decide to move, that and my controller died. So as of right now, getting it ready to be plugged in. That way I can finish out this ride. So, where was I? Ah, yes. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I can put the exit right there if I want to. Maybe. It's really lagging now, so we're going to go like this. Do it that way. It's easier. Yep. Exit has been placed. Paths. Gotta go to said exit and pipe it in where the old entrance used to be. Unless I just actually, you know what? We are gonna do that. We're gonna swap the entrance and the exit, as it'll be easier. That way, I can still use this Corey instead of remaking a Corey over there. So, now that the Corey's in place, well, minus the piece I have to change, we're going to go here, entrance, build, and the exit can go right there. And now, we can start the testing stage. And I am currently, oh, there we go. Sure, it doesn't look like anything, but this is how I check if the ride's running smoothly enough. So, looks to be running just fine. Exiting. Now loading. That one's coming around. Yeah. So now that it looks okay, what I'll do is I'll go here. I'll go and now we go here. Set the price that I want it to be. And it's open. Now we wait. See how much attention it gets. And now we get ready to... I know what I gotta do. Every once in a while, what I'll do is I'll go and I'll close the park. See how many people get stuck, because it is kind of like a maze in here now. So it's $40 for the entrance fee. I'm charging. Park owner is me, Raceteen01. Park value, $700,000. I have a 5-star rating. This is the park's overview. Everybody's leaving because, well, I closed the park. And I just like watching people leave and then opening it and getting $40 a person. That's how I make good money, too, when I don't have room for a new ride. So everybody's heading out. If they're on a ride, they'll finish their ride and then they'll leave. So now we wait to see. So we're down to 84 people. Oh, then slowly going down. So and with that, the park is slowly emptying out. And now I got to figure out where everybody's stuck, because it says there's 56 people. Oh, never mind. They're all in Kittyland by the look of it. And some of them are on rides still. So with the park closed now and 7 guests in it still, all the rides will come to a stop. Slowly. As you can see. Some rides, however, still have people. Because there's other stations. None of the other cars will move until somebody's in it. So what I do is I'll hop in, wait for the seatbelt to go down, jump out, and it'll go. And this is the huge park I have made in the matter of 300 hours I've put into this game. Like, this is the Scrambler, one of the best rides. This was my most popular ride. And that's why it wasn't popular today, is apparently it's closed. But when I put this one in, everybody was saying it was too cheap. So I kept upping it, and it's still too cheap. Then there's our last guest right there. So once they leave, we can open the park again and make more money. $40 a person when they enter the park. $43 a person. So there's the food court. There's also food all over because, you know, it's a theme park. This area here, I do have plans for a ride. I just don't know what yet. Yeah. So we're gonna go ride my Crazy Mouse coaster before everybody comes to the park because we're already at 13 people. Because that one does get busy right off the bat. So you hop in, you wait, and then all 5 cars will run if there's people. And you can have all 5. So we're going to stop up here, and then a next car could start rolling. So once I get here, it'll stop somewhere. Somewhere along this part where you're going down, it stops you and waits for another car to start coming up. I believe it's right here, or the next one. But it does stop you, and then the next car will come up, and it'll stop and wait for you to go. And it might not because there's nobody in line to ride it. Again, this blue coaster I built yesterday, everything else was in place before I built it. That's why it's going above. But this is a custom design of the Crazy Mouse. Basically, I took 2 of them, connected them, but because it was custom built, you can't connect 2 custom or 2 pre-made rides together. So I had to modify it. So I modified it, and then I built all this myself with parts from the other one. That way cars didn't blow up. So there are brake checks in it where it will stop me and wait for other cars, but unfortunately there's not enough people for that to work. So if we had more people riding, then it would stop me. But apparently nobody wants to ride this one today. And that's the end of that ride. Let me know what you think of this ride by commenting below. Or if you're in the live stream, let me know what you think in the chat. There's a lot of garbage, even though I have so many trash cans. Somebody actually joined the one day and told me my park has too many trash cans. Well, there's a lot of garbage, so there's a reason there's so many trash cans. Once this comes down, I'm going to ride it. Maybe. Why is it not? What's going on? Oh, there we go. There we go. Now, should take us up. And there's 3 types of this one. There's one that spins, there's a launch version, and then there's this basic version. And I can make it taller if I want to, but I found this height's the best. So, this is the spinning version here. You can tell it spins because of the wheels on top. Now it'll start spinning. But yeah, 300 hours into this game, and sure, it don't look the best because of all the random grass patches, but I don't know what I'm supposed to put there. Sure, I could put flower beds, stuff like that in, but to me, that don't look good. Trees, nothing like that. The only spot I liked the trees was by that homemade Crazy Mouse. So, kind of just been busy. It is a wild game. Like, for if you're playing on computer, I recommend using an Xbox controller because it is too hard to use just the basic computer settings. So we're gonna open this ride here and see how it goes. It looks to be testing perfect. So open, and I'm gonna test it first. I'll be the crash test dummy. Cause I mean, it's my park. If somebody gets hurt, I'm getting in trouble. So now we wait. Why am I stuck? It's not supposed to get stuck there. There's no other car on the track either. That's not supposed to happen. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Eventually it'll run smooth. Hopefully, eventually. This ride ain't that popular because of the way it's built. I'm hoping they add some updates to it eventually. Like I'm hoping they add that you can add like cleaning staff to clean up this garbage because it does get annoying when you have to re-clean the same area. Like you'll clean an area and somebody will make a mess of it again. So it doesn't stay too clean. You know, it's part of the game, I get it, but it'd be better if I didn't have to do it every 5 minutes. I've stopped because it does become a little much. So I am gonna stand still for a minute in the game because I gotta plug in my device. If anybody's interested in adding me, I'll give you my username. I'll type it in the chat right now. Because, like I said, I'm on this game a lot. 300 hours in the last few days. Well, actually, the last 3 months. So definitely definitely on a lot. So if you ever want to join and check out the park on your own, you can. So I'll type in my username right now and I'll pin it in the chat. You know what? This ride I do want to remove, but for now we're going to keep it. It's not that bad. It just lets you observe the whole park, right? So it's not thrilling to me. I might move this to the family section, actually. Kittyland. Yeah, so it gives you a view of the park. I mean, not the greatest ride, but it's a ride, right? But definitely going to move it over there because it is getting to be a little too crowded over here. So some of the rides in Kittyland are going to get moved back when I buy some more land. And then I'm going to buy more backwards too and build some of the coasters I'm going to move back. The custom coasters, however, I don't want to move because if I move them, I have to remember how I built them and redo them. So basically you come up to the top and you just spin around and check out the view of the park and whatnot. It's an okay ride. Now you go down and then, yeah. There's a few other ones that are definitely in the wrong area, but I didn't know where to put them. They seemed like they were not kid friendly to me. Now it'll open the door and we're going to check out the Gravitron. So the Gravitron's main color was blue and the mats inside were gray. I modified it to be, and we missed it. Okay, so we're going to go check out Tumbler Train. It's one of my other popular rides. That between that one and this one is testing at the moment. I have two of these, one in a different color. This is Tumbler Train. I gotta find the entrance. I'm gonna wait in line like any normal person. And then we will hop on and ride the ride. So once this guy's excited for the ride, so you can check guest thoughts at any moment. I don't do it very often unless I have a mission to do, but I don't do the missions very often either. So after this, we will check out Gravitron and then the Fireball. So first, you're going to go forward. In another word, this ride reminds me of the Polar Express, other than it doesn't go in something, but like in a tunnel and out. And that is, I believe, top speed. Yep, so now we're going to go backwards. Looks like that train ride we built is getting pretty busy too. And the launch coaster. So a lot of my coasters are the main attractions, of course, like any theme park. So now we're going backwards. Yeah, this is definitely basically Polaris to me. Just a different style. No tunnel to go in and whatnot. I think they should add a tilt-a-whirl to the game. Or some other rides. They need to update it and add some more rides. So now that the ride is over, you hop off. And we are going over here. We could ride this one. We're going to ride this one. Actually, no, that one's not that interesting. It just goes side to side. If it went upside down, I could see it, but I'm just jumping. I'm not walking paths because I don't want to miss it again. So, lime green on the inside. You lean up. This one don't do anything other than spin you, but I ride it anyway because this is one of my favorite rides in person, along with the Fireball, and I love anything roller coasters wise. I basically like rides. So basically that's what it does. It spins your camera automatically. If you fight it, it does that. So I just let it spin and wait till it's over. I like the real Gravitron idea better, where it does go up. I wish that would have been the case for this. But I get why they didn't do that. It would have been too hard to pull off. So now that the ride is over, you exit, and then that is that. Over here, we're going to open my pirate ship ride. Oh, sorry, swinging ship. It is $18 an entry cost. Once it stops, I will go in. This ride will get busy real quick. And the exit for this one is, I believe, on the other side. Yep. So the exit's there, the entrance is on the other side. So exit and entrance are different sides, which was the main plan for this one. This one's not too bad. I like the way it was programmed to run. It runs smooth. It doesn't have issues very often. And yeah, it's one of my favorite rides as well in person. So at certain points, it does look like you're gonna hit the fireball. That's right close. That was me. That's my bad, but it was kind of it's kind of it wouldn't have let it hit it anyway because I don't have disable collision enabled. But even still, I should have put it better. So actually, it's got clearance. That's perfect. As long as it don't hit, right? But definitely should have planned better at the beginning. And now the ride's over. I'm hopping out while it's moving. I know I shouldn't, but. And now we gotta find the entrance for Fireball. Again, the exit's on this side. Entrance is on a different side. So. Now we're gonna go this way. And rock slowly. And eventually, we'll go upside down. And then eventually, it'll switch directions and go the other way. Again, basically, most rides are like the ones in person. But, you know, some of them are, you never know if you haven't rode any of the rides. And that's basically how it stops, although it should stop down further, in my opinion. And now we're going to ride the Ferris wheel. And this is where we'll end it off. After the Ferris wheel, we'll end off the stream, and maybe I'll go live again playing this game after I make some improvements, or I'll make the improvements on a stream or something. So now we're going to get stopped so they can load more. Because the entrance is on that side, and then the exit's on the side I entered from. And I'm going to get stopped at the top. Maybe. Oh, not this time. Oh, yep. Usually I never get stopped at the top. But actually, maybe we'll ride a couple more rides. Might as well. Now it's unloading people. Or loading. That's my ride on the Ferris wheel. But yeah, these signs, I didn't have colors picked out. I wanted to change the colors from the originals. So these are the colors I picked. I like them. They turned out perfect. The bathroom, each bathroom, I think, costs $6 to enter. There are 7 restrooms in the whole park. I'm gonna be putting more in eventually. But at the time, I was limited at funds. It takes time to build up. I should be on the entrance side, not the exit. So this one, I did do the entrance and exit on the same side. But, you know, it don't gotta be perfect, right? So once this one stops, and then we'll do top spin. And then we'll end it off after top spin so I can get some stuff done. But I just wanted to give everybody a basic look at my park so they could see how it looks. Because I have had people ask what my park looks like because they've seen it from the start and now they're seeing it somewhat finished. But I'm not going to stop playing this game because I've got all the rides. Now I'm going to build up money and improve on the rides, the path, the decorations. Like, there's so much I could do. We just got to figure it out. Well, I got to figure it out. And I think I want to light up ends of rides so that when it is dark, you can see the ride when you're on it and whatnot. But that'll come. It'll come with time. Gotta finish off the rest of cleaning up and whatnot first. Definitely a good game on Roblox part, but I think they need to redo it, add more rides, add more features, like add staff, add new rides, you know. There's so many rides they could add. And I think they should make it where you can do as many trains on the track as you want instead of a certain limit. Because 5 on a cart is a little too low for me. And there are water rides that could add, but they take forever to put in. You got to modify the train, put water in, and then from that water, you got to put the ride in. Well, by the time you're done that, it's about $3 million. So, definitely going to change some things in this park. I mean, I'm third on the scoreboard, but usually I'm first because I've put new rides in and whatnot, modified a bunch. Like right here, I gotta figure something out. Maybe I'll put another bathroom there and one more there. Just clean trash while I'm on my way to the front of the park. Gotta remember how to get out of here. I think this bathroom I'm gonna remove. Make the path where you can go straight or you can go that way. That way, if a fire happens, it's easier to exit. And then what we'll do to clean it up and make it look a bit better, go like this. There we go. And now we're going to ride the scrambler. I'm going to customize this color, I think. Like, change the color of the ride. There are the option to do that to every ride. I just haven't had the time because I've been building my park up. Like, yesterday I had 200 guests in my park. Now I'm down to 150, 153, 154. But that could be the price of the park. If I lowered the price, I'm sure I'd have more guests. But again, that's less profit. The more I spend on rides, the more customers I should get, not the less. But I need the price high to pay for the rides. Even if the rides cost money to ride each ride, it's still not going to make my money back, right? Part of business strategy. But yeah, 14 likes by other players. I'm sure if I went here, I could tell you what people are saying about the price. Yeah, so that's some of my reviews. I'm going to lower the price down to 35 bucks and see where that gets me. And now I'm up to 165, so. And again, you can check out other players' parks. I just like my park. Like, this is some other player's park. And I like the way they did the street. Oh, I see how they did this. And this is actually not a bad start. But I don't see many rides. So they can't be making enough money to keep playing or to keep their park open. Like, that's parking. That's parking. Where are the rides? What's the point in coming to this park? But they do have a nice start. They'll get there, hopefully, one day. They'll get some rides. Like, these porta potties. They built them custom. But what's with the green floaty thing? You know what I mean? And that shouldn't be allowed. That cat is not part of the park. It's not important. I get it's their park and they can do what they want, but, you know. This game ain't the greatest when it's, when you don't put rides in. You don't make enough. Like this person, they're starting from scratch. They literally have the first ever ride in the game. If you start with that one. I mean, I started with different rides. But now this park looks good. This park looks like it's making a killing. They got a monorail going around their park. I'm gonna check this one out. I like that ride. That looks cool. We're just gonna walk up here and try. Oh, this ride they haven't even opened. They're still testing it, so they must have not, must have just built it. Hopefully all their rides aren't like that, because I'm rooting for this ride. Like, look what they did to the pirate ship. That's awesome. This park gets an A+ for theming because it looks amazing. Like, this is the pirate ship ride on a pirate ship. That's actually pretty nice. There's their monorail. Looks like they do plan on putting another ride here. And there's food stands and the monorail. I want to see what else they have themed. Like that one, oh my goodness, that ride looks nice. They have done an amazing job with this park. I just can't believe it. I thought I put a lot of hours in, but this park literally has a coaster that loop-de-loops. I have a few that do it too, but this looks like a custom built coaster. And they've got a lot of other rides that I'm willing to check out. I really like the way this turned out. This is going to be an amazing park. Like this. I wonder what this is. This is just a tower that they built to have the cargo like that. That's actually neat. I wonder what's up here. Maybe this red coaster. Yep, that's what it is. Unfortunately, I don't think it's running because it don't look like it's finished. Yeah, so they're unfortunately not finished with that one. But that one looks fun. And they've got it full. They've got a full cart for this ride. I'm rooting for this guy or this girl. We never know. But this is amazing. They must know somebody that works at a theme park or something. Other than I don't like the way it ends. Looks like it just crashes. Oh no, it bends. I see. I just don't get where half their stations are. They're extremely hard to find. Don't mind me just walking around like I own the place. Trying to find a station. I should have just rode the cart back. The only thing I don't trust is this pole that goes right through. I feel like that would cause somebody to launch. This must be a witch's house because there's like 6 cauldrons. This is amazing. I thought my park was wild, but this is top tier. This one hasn't even started. The coaster. I think they're gonna loop it up and back or something. Who knows? But this definitely shows hard work pays off. There's a coaster I wouldn't mind riding. This red one. And it enters right here. I wish they made it where you could pick up other people's trash in their parks, because I would definitely help them out doing that. This ain't a very nice design. You can't get up the entrance. Well, here we go. Trying her out. This red coaster is wild. See, that's one ride I don't have either. That one over there. I didn't see that. Actually, I'm going to jump out at it for a minute. I didn't see this ride when I was scrolling through the rides. I'm going to see if I can find it. Oh. I'm going to walk it over to my park real quick. Because this is actually a ride I've been looking at getting. I've got enough money for it, so might as well buy it, right? And the game has lagged completely. I cannot move. This park's so big it causes the game to lag. Yeah, maybe I'll head back to my park and put that ride in, because definitely want to look into that. That ride I want. It looks fun and it looks worth putting in. I feel like I can make a profit with it. Whose park is this? Oh, they left, so it went to the default where you start with. So we gotta go this way back to my park, I believe. It's lagging so hard. Okay, this park looks cool. Looks military style to me. Now we gotta keep going. I like how the roads made it automatic, where you automatically can just, without hands, move. It's amazing features. And there's loop-de-loops in the road and everything. So this is my park. Now I'm gonna see if I can build that ride. Because if I can, I know where it's going. No, it's locked right now. Dang it, because that would have been the perfect ride to put right there. Never mind, it wouldn't have fit. But I could have put it somewhere. Like, it would have been perfect to put it right here even. And that still leaves room for a walkway beside it. And I don't have to put it there. I could find other spots. I mean, I'm sure with enough modification, it would fit there. it could fit there. I could even maybe put it in the middle of this. No, it wouldn't go there. It wouldn't fit. But right there it might. It all depends. Some rules of the game depend on the what's in the path. If it's a support of a ride, I believe it's not allowed. But again, I believe they can take the supports out. But yeah, that'll be the next ride I buy. And then Slingshot. And then I believe that's all I got left to get. So, but that's going to do it for this episode. Make sure to tune in next time. And we will finish the ride or finish the game and work on it more. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Thanks for tuning in. Keep tuning in. Turn on post notifications, and I'll see you on the next one.